So I was at Kew Gardens the other day and I saw something that genuinely stopped me in my tracks completely. Plants flowering, healthy, but growing in absolutely nothing. No soil, no compost, no water, nothing at all but air. Now you might be thinking, Liam, that's just how orchids work. They're just a bit weird like that. But here's the thing. These plants aren't just living and surviving without soil. They've actually developed and evolved to actively avoid it. And honestly, the way they pull this all off is actually kind of incredible. So I bought this orchid home about a year ago. Completely ordinary, nothing special. But after what I saw at Kew, it makes me look at this plant completely differently to how I used to. And I'm going to show you what I learned. Because once you understand how these plants actually work and function, it completely changes how you look at other plants, how you approach feeding, watering, pretty much everything you do involving a plant. So can you see these roots? Plants often use roots to anchor themselves and to draw water and nutrients from the soil below. But these are just different. They're called aerial roots. And this silvery coating on the outside, well, that's the key to everything. That silvery coating is a special tissue called velamen. It's basically a sponge, which is actually a layer of dead cells that soak up water from the surroundings. And what surrounds these roots? Air. When the humidity is high, then that's when it can absorb this water from the air. This velamen turns from this silvery looking tissue to a green tissue once it's absorbed some water. You can actually watch this happen now. And the crazy part, these roots can actually absorb water from the air so quickly, it gets all of its nutrients and water just from its surroundings. And most of them are even able to do this just from the morning dew or from a bit of rain runoff down the trunks of trees. And this is where it gets clever. Orchids and other epiphytes, that's the scientific name for these type of plants, they don't just tolerate life without soil. They've actually evolved to exploit a niche that most plants can't even touch. What niche? Up the canopy. They literally live up trees. And this allows them to extract more light because what happens is the canopy blocks out light, and ultimately, as they're able to live higher up the canopy, they're able to get more light from that. There's more light, more airflow, and most importantly, less competition. Now the question is, you just have to solve that age-old water problem. Well, that's what velamen does. It solves that issue. Now when most people get their orchids, they treat them like every other plant they might have. They water it once a week, they keep the soil it's in nice and damp. Orchids don't want that. If velamen stays wet for too long, it rots. Just think of root rot. And the plant essentially just drowns in the one thing that every person knows that plants need, water. And unfortunately, most people learn that the hard way. So here's what Kew gets right. They let the plant grow like it would in a rainforest. High humidity and a constant airflow. The plants get water from the air and then they dry out between waterings. It's a cycle. Most gardeners just treat plants all the same. But what epiphytes tell you is plants need to be treated differently depending on the type of plant they are. And epiphytes' roots are not just straws sucking up water. They are organs detecting, sensing, and getting moisture from the air in their own unique way. So when you overwater a plant, you're not just overwatering it. You're actually starving the plant, ironically, from the nutrients and oxygen it needs. Epiphytes are an extreme example, but most plants fall somewhere in between. Not many plants love being immersed in water, unless they're a water-loving plant that we can cover in a future episode, so make sure to subscribe. And if you want to check out some more of my content, check up here. And if you want to not miss out on that episode, subscribe up here. Thank you for watching.